Well, we're joined by Ryan Helminen, who's on his way out to New Jersey next week for the PGA Championship. And Ryan, as the event draws nearer, I mean, how excited are you? How jacked up are you to play in another major championship?
Well, you're always excited to play in a major. This is the third one. You don't want to take it for granted that you're there. You want to try and play as many as you can, but you never know when it's going to be your last. But you want to kind of keep yourself even keel when you're there. Getting off to a good start is really key playing in a PGA. I think in the first two majors that I've played in, I've kind of been just a little bit, adrenaline was going pretty hard, and that's why I think I've gotten off to a little bit of a bad start. So this year I'm just going to kind of take it more slower approach and try and learn from my mistakes.
What do you know about Baltusrol, and how does that kind of course set up you versus last year a Whistling Straits type of course?
Well, Whistling Straits has a lot more bells and whistles, a lot more trouble. Baltusrol is a very difficult golf course. I think the scores are going to be, the winning score will be a lot lower under par, but it's more of a traditional golf course, long course with thick rough, but it's pretty straightforward. They have good bunkering on the fairways, and as long as you can avoid the bunkers and the fairways and the rough, a lot of 5-iron, a lot of 6-irons into the greens, and there's definitely birdie holes out there, but everything is pretty much straight right in front of you.
You had a chance to play it, I understand, last week.
Yeah, I was able to head out last week and played 2 rounds. Took my dad out and he caddied, and we played a few rounds. I've never seen it, so I wanted to get out there and not try to jam 5-6 practice rounds in 5 days, tire myself up for the event. So at least now, it was nice to go there, practice, play a few rounds, and then come back and practice some of the things that I know I'm going to have to look to while I'm playing in the tournament.
What did you learn about the course that maybe you didn't know?
Well, I knew that it was going to be long, and I knew that the rough was going to be long, but it just gives me better when you play a golf course. It gives you a little bit of advantage when you know your lines, where you hit it off the tee, know where you can challenge it, be aggressive, and where you can miss it. The biggest thing is understanding, the chance. You're not going to hit everything where you want to, but if you can miss it in some key spots and give yourself a chance to get up and down, or be able to advance it onto the green, those things will all be key factors in trying to play at that level.
When we talked to you last, you were disappointed in the way you finished the Club Pro, even though you got into the PGA, which kind of shows you feel good about your game, and you have great expectations for yourself. How does that translate when you go to a PGA in terms of expectations and performance and what you want to get out of it?
Well, I've learned, I try to take one shot at a time. I don't really set expectations till I get there. I mean, you can look at the big picture. I do plan on going to tournaments, and I do plan on trying to contend to win tournaments. But on the other hand, I go there and I look at just taking one shot at a time, day by day. My goals are set at the beginning of the year that, playing in the Club Pro and trying to get into the PGA is a huge goal for me. Also winning State Open or trying to be the Player of the Year. Those are all big goals every year. But there's a lot that goes into that, and you have to keep yourself in the moment at the time in order to achieve the goals that you really want to succeed at the end of the year.
That Club Pro that you just came off of to qualify, it was pretty competitive. Are those 20 guys or whatever going to be? You think they might perform well in a club setting like Baltusrol or on a course like that?
Yeah, the 20 Club Pros that'll be there will be very competitive. There's good competition no matter where you play, especially as a professional, even at the high amateur rank. So there's never a shortage of good quality play. I think you're going to see some more of the Club Pros make the cut this year, just because it's more of a straightforward golf course. I think it'll be. Whistling Straits was more designed for longer hitters as far as flying bunkers and getting through all the tricks. I think Baltusrol is more straightforward, so guys can kind of get away with some more wayward tee shots and still be able to approach and get it up to the green. But I just also think that the Club Pros, I think there's the quality of play is good. That we've got some guys that have returned into the PGA, and we've got some new young guys that are just that have really increased the quality of the field.
And your first PGA was the first one, so that obviously had its excitement. The second one was here in Wisconsin, which had a different excitement. What's it gonna be like? Third one, kind of away from all the hoopla and that kind of thing.
This will be kind of a good mixture of both. It was great to play in a major in my home state last year at Whistling Straits, and it was great to play in my first one at Valhalla. But now that I've played in 2, you've got to plan on just going there and trying to learn from your mistakes. Enjoy the moment and make sure that you prepare the same way you prepare for any other tournament, and do what you've done in the past to play at this level.
And for a while there, it looked like you were going to be the only Wisconsin golfer to carry the banner out there at Baltusrol. But Steve Stricker gets in. What were your thoughts of watching him at the British Open and play his way into another major?
Oh, it's always fun to watch Steve play. still be playing well at 49, and still be a part of that. It's just great to see. Also, it's great for golf. You know, him running his event on the senior tour out at U Ridge, that was a great success. So just to be, you know, the fact that we have another guy from Wisconsin there is going to be great, and I think he's well deserved, and I think he'll do real well this week too.
Well, Ryan, good luck and enjoy Baltusrol.
Thank you.